Hey, you're tuned into jmhtv, where the ships are real in our hearts, the drama is chaotic, and we have way too many BL opinions. I'm Haven.
And I'm Joyce.
And let's get into it.
Hey guys, so for this episode of our podcast, we'll be talking about Thame and P'o, which is a relatively new BL series that GMMTV released.
Yes, I think they finished releasing it like January, I think.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty new show compared to others.
Yes, and just like a little overview of it. Disclaimer, this will have spoilers, so if you haven't watched Thame and P'o, go ahead and watch it first and then come back to us and listen to our thoughts and opinions on it and just our little review. So the series starts off with P'o, who is like a film director and he's very talented in his craft. And he's a bum and he broke. He don't got no job and his parents are sending him money. Well, he does have a job. He works at a suit shop.
Yeah, but is that really paying the bills?
No, it's only bare minimum, okay? And his parents are sending him money, and he just feels like, dang, like I'm their son. I should be, helping them out, not them still helping me out at my big grown age.
Yes.
So his friend is like, guess what? I have an opportunity for you. And he's like, what? And she's like, got you a little job at this entertainment company. And he's like, oh, really? Okay, let me try it out. At first, he was kind of resistant towards trying it out because he didn't want to take any more handouts from anyone, his friends or family. But his friend's like, dude, this is a job. Like, it's not a handout. And he goes to the entertainment company, and they're like, we don't want any fans working.
Mind you, this boy, he's not a fan, but the friend that introduced him to the job is a fan.
She's a mega fan.
Yes, and made him like go to some of their events and record and film. So it's like, if they find that out, that can make him seem like a fan. Which, I mean, in all honesty, he really wasn't like a big fan of them.
Yeah, like he knew of them, but he wasn't like stalker level fan. So yes, so P'o, the film director, goes to this company and he's like, hey, I'm here for the job and stuff like that. And they start asking him questions. And I believe like one of the questions he answered really good. And the manager, who is in fact he doesn't do his job. He puts everything else on everybody else. He's just so lazy.
And only shows out for the CEO.
No, literally only shows up for the CEO. He's like, oh, you're answering these questions really well. Are you a fan of them? He's like, no, I just did my research really good because I wanted this job real bad.
Yeah.
So P'o gets the job, and they tell him what the job is going to... Well, actually, they didn't tell him what the job entails.
They didn't, actually.
No, like, the manager literally just sends him into the company and is like, talk to these two. They'll tell you what the job is about. And then those two are so ingrained in themselves that they also don't tell him what the job's about. Until I think the CEO comes to him and he's like, oh, welcome. The CEO is a woman, actually. She comes to him and she's like, welcome to the team. Would they explain the job to you? And he's like, no. And she's like, what? The manager didn't explain the job to you? He said, I haven't seen the manager since he hired me.
And then that's when you see this man running in.
Like, so what is what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I definitely told you. Remember? And he's like playing along because he doesn't want to get the manager in trouble. He's a sweet boy. And yeah, so they finally explain his job. And his job is basically to create behind the scenes documentary / film of Mars, this boy T-pop group.
Yes, the fictional version of Liking.
Yes. And currently the group is kind of like in disarray because the main leader / singer is kind of being taken out of the group to be a solo artist, and all the other members are being pushed to the side and stuff like that. So there's like tension within the group, and now it's his job to film them basically being a great group. So yeah. And he first meets, I think the first person he meets is the main leader, the main singer of the group, Thame, and their interaction was kind of funny to me. Like, P'o is just staring so intently at this man. Like, he is just standing there staring at him. Full blown, no shame.
P'o?
P'o, yeah. Thame looks at him, he goes, like, he gave this man 2 opportunities to look away. And P'o does not look away. He is staring at this man. And Thame literally walks up to him and he's like, What's your problem? Are you a super fan? Why'd they let you in here? How did you get this job? Who hired you? Just all up in his face. And you just see Poe so shocked. And I think he was standing with the other two employees and they take him away. And that's their first interaction. And this story basically revolves around Thame and P'o and their blossoming relationship, but it also goes deeper than that because it focuses a lot on the struggles of being like a person in the industry, like a K-pop or T-pop artist and stuff like that.
And how the fans are trying to dictate their lives.
Yeah, like it very much like tackles the like importance of having privacy while also being in the public eye. Like obviously being a pop idol, your fans are important to you. They make you sort of kind of famous. Like
they make you what you are. Yes, yeah, that's like, true. At the end of the day, these artists are still human. Like they deserve privacy, just like you deserve privacy, just like I deserve privacy, just like Joyce deserves privacy.
They also deserve privacy, and I feel like as fans in BL industry, because this is like the show's also BL, and like in the K-pop industry, the T-pop industry, we kind of like sort of like put these people on a pedestal that we forget that they too are just humans. They fall in love, they have heartbreaks, they argue, they fight. They deserve a level of respect that you would give any decent human. And like prying into every part of their personal life can be draining. Like imagine if someone's just always like in your business, wanting to know every single thing about you, wanting to know who you're dating, what you're eating, how you're sleeping, what you're wearing. Like that would be so exhausting. And I feel like Thamepo does such a good job of kind of like showing how yes, it's a good life, but it's also a life with struggle. Yeah. And like I feel like it also talks about like breaking away from the stereotype of like, oh, for a group to be great, there has to be like one specific person in the group that's better than others. Because I feel like Sam, although he was like the lead singer and he was supposed to be the better one, he really couldn't have been who he was in the industry if it wasn't for the other guys in the group.
Yeah. And it's like, I also feel like it shows how much the company controls them as well.
Yes.
Because Sam did not want to leave at all. Like, he wanted to stay with his group. He did not want to go to Korea. But because of his contract and what was going on in the company and stuff like that, they were basically forcing him to go be in Korea. Yeah. And they were like, because the company would try to justify it as like, you know, this is a big opportunity. You won't get another one like this. We're trying to help you out and stuff like that. But it's like, but that's not what he wants, though.
Yeah. Like, you're controlling his craft in such a way that it's like hindering his ability to even make music.
Yeah.
And be the kind of artist he wants to be. And this is kind of like a segue. I feel like that with recent things going on with Smart Boom, that really translate to like what happened with Smart Boom. Like Smart Boom currently is, how do you say this? They are currently
have divorced.
Yes, they have divorced. Smart's company basically broke the contract that they had with, what was it, WeTV?
Yeah, WeTV and H or Headliner, Thailand, whatever.
Yes, and by breaking the contract, it breaks the connection between Smart and Boom, and it's been all over the internet, and them having to like basically go their separate ways because of the actions of Smart's representation. And yes, we don't have the full story. No, we're not in like his place or know the headspace of his representation, but like as just fans looking at it, it's like Boom, Smart and Boom were at the peak of their ship. They were at the peak. Like they just finished top form. Everyone is loving it. Everyone's loving Smart. Everyone's loving Boom. And then you just like rip them away from that. And even if the representation for Smart is like, oh, this is for the betterment of him. I feel like it's still just like, what about his craft? Like, what about the fact that like he was climbing up to this pedestal, and now you've kind of just brought him down, and it's low-key sabotaging him.
Not even low key. It is sabotaging him. His company, like, because I don't want to get too deep into this, but just in general, like the companies, they may say that they're looking out for their artists, but at the end of the day, these companies, the only person that they're really looking out for is themselves.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just it. Because with Thamepo and Thame and their company wanting to send him to Korea, they kept talking about, oh, they're doing it for Thame, they're doing it for Thame. But honestly, deep down, they were literally just doing it for them so that they could get more money, more fame,
more credibility in Korea. Like, it was literally just the CEO's plan. She was just using him as a wand. And it's just like, that's like a real thing that happens in the industry. Like, outside of like the BL industry, just like entertainment industry, like as a whole, like people get taken advantage of by like contracts or not having good representation and all that stuff. And like I feel like Thame and P'o did a really good job of balancing like the romance aspect of the BL and then the industry aspect of seeing that like, oh, it can hinder you in so many ways as well as bring you to the light, like stuff like that.
I totally agree.
How was your like first, like how did you interpret the relationship between Thame and P'o, like in the beginning?
How did I interpret it?
Yeah. At first, I like, okay, I guess I'll rephrase it. Like, did you think like in the beginning they had like chemistry off the bat, or did the chemistry grow as the series grew?
I feel like they did have chemistry first off the bat, but it's like obviously like, the chemistry grew more from what they had. Like, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, you could tell like they had like, because in the beginning, Thame felt, you could tell he felt very comfortable with Thame, like right off the bat, like when he started talking to him for real. And then later on, I feel like you could easily tell how it grew into love. Because at first, in the very, very beginning, even though it didn't last very long, you can tell like he really felt comfortable with him, and he felt like you could tell
comfortable with who?
Thame felt comfortable with P'o and telling him like the things that were going on and how he didn't feel comfortable, and how they even hatched the whole plan to get the band back together. You know what I mean? And then
getting the band back together.
Yeah. But so I feel like from that you can easily tell like they had something, like some sort of connection going on from the very beginning. Yeah.
I saw a lot of talk on TikTok and stuff of people speculating who fell in love first. Like, oh, Thame fell in love because he saw P'o at the concert, or P'o fell in love first, and da 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 da.
Can't really tell. Honestly, it gave mutual.
Yeah, I feel like it gave like they grew into love together. Like, yes, maybe they admired each other from afar, or they thought each other was like good looking. They're both very good looking men. Okay, the actors are very good looking and stuff like that. But like, I feel like the more they got to talk, the more they got to know each other, the more the love grew, and it became more than just like an attraction and stuff like that. I also feel like for Thame, it might have been a little bit different because this was his first time ever, of that we know of, ever falling in love with a man and having to first find that realization like, oh, I don't just admire him as a friend, I admire him as more than that, or like I want him to be my lover. Like him going through that transition. And then as for like P'o, he had to go through this whole like releasing of being with his ex and all like the trash his ex did to him, and that man did him dirty.
Did him dirty. Earn. You ain't
Like
shit.
You ain't shit, bro. Because they genuinely, P'o was the reason that man built his company.
Yeah.
His company was built on his back. Okay, P'o was standing behind that man 10 times down, as soon as the company took off, why did the ex break up with him? And that's why he was in fact broke and working in a suit shop, because his ex literally took his ideas, took all of his what's the things that he created, like logo, everything. He took it. But yeah, I feel like the ex-boyfriend was just real trash, and Poe had to really go through that transition of like, not every boyfriend is gonna be like that.
Yeah, like he had to relearn what actually loving somebody is.
And Tham did a really good job loving him.
Even though he was a little new to it, he did his best.
Yes,
He did
okay,
his best.
he did his best, and I love that for him.
Yes.
I love that for
Okay.
them.
But now let's talk about our cute little second lead, Nut.
Oh, so
June.
my girl. Okay,
Sorry.
so the actor's name is Nut.
Yeah, I meant to say June. You know what I meant. Like, jeez, I'm so used to their real names now. Like, anyways, but yes, Nut. June.
His name in the show is June.
Sorry. Okay, June. Yes. Okay. So, Joy's saying that she did that. Like,
I did not fuck with this man at all. I did not appreciate him being anywhere near them. Okay?
And I also didn't want him to be with P'o, like, you know. But I did feel bad for me, that side eye. Guys, she's side eyeing me like crazy. Guys, honestly, like, I wanted somebody for June because it was like, dang, like, but hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. I do feel like June had a little crush, like an actual crush on Thame. Oh, I said Thame. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to that. I do feel like he has something for Thame, but I also feel like he also felt a little something for Poe. Like the way that he was acting. Like it might have not been big, but I feel like he genuinely liked hanging out with him. You know what I mean? But back to what I said about Thame, I do feel like June had a crush on Thame just for the mere fact of I feel like June probably he was just trying to get his best friend back. You know what I mean? Because like it really started with them, right? Those two, or like them becoming cool or whatever. Like they were one of the first two to become really close and stuff like that. And because of like all the drama that had happened, they had shifted away. And when they had finally come back together, Dame is all up on this Poe man, you know, that was just new to the company and stuff like that. So, you know.
Okay, so I think that June's character was annoying as hell. He was just a nuisance, a little tiny little fly.
We have a hater here.
In your hair,
We
just
have a
all
hater
over
here,
you.
guys.
Every single time he popped up, he was causing trouble. He over here took Poe's phone. He over here all up on P'o. P'o looked at him like back up, sir.
Was not having
He was
none
not
of it.
having none of it. And
None of it.
I understand, like, oh, you enjoy his company, but maybe try being his friend. Stop being all up on him. Stop trying to like take him away from his man. Okay?
And he was not going to let that happen.
It was pissing me off so bad. Like you don't even know. Like I was so. Every time he would pop up on screen with P'o, I'd be so agitated. I'm just like, why are you here right now? Why are you here and why are you doing all this mess? And I do agree that June wanted Sam back as his best friend. Like he wanted to have that connection that they had in the beginning. But I also think we need to shine light on the fact that this is not the first time June had pulled these actions. Because in the beginning, when the group was still like together, he saw that Thame and Dylan were getting close. And you know what he did? He went ahead and broke them apart and stuff like that. Like, I feel like this was not his first offense. And that just pissed me off even more. I'm like, so every time this man gets close to somebody, you try to put a wedge between them. But also, I feel like we can touch more on this later. There was a little something between June and Dylan. So,
my baby's not hung. Why not hung? I see how I love them. I love them. They're even my screensaver guy.
Girl! Let me go back. Let me go. Hey.
Let me go back.
Calm down.
Go back.
Mind you, they're a ghost ship. They're not actually.
And they're the only ghost ship that I ever done ghost shipped in my life. Okay, like I'm not even one to be a ghost shipper, but this, honey, this is more than a ghost ship.
But yeah, like
it's a lifestyle.
Feel like
a lifestyle. Continue.
I feel like a fan theory was that not that. I'm glad you got to say this, bro. That June liked Dylan, saw that Dylan was getting close to Tham, and tried to put a wedge between them because he had feelings for Dylan, and not necessarily that he just wanted to hurt Tham. And I feel like that would be like that's plausible fan theory.
Oh, because like I never heard that. That he already had feelings
for Dylan,
and he didn't like seeing them get close
because he wanted Dylan and not Tham. So that was like a fan theory that I saw. I was like, that's very plausible.
That's true. But I also feel like, I mean, that's true.
It also could have been a thing where both June and Dylan like Tham, and they couldn't get Tham, so they're gonna be together. Gonna have each other.
Oh. It could definitely be something.
It could also be a fan theory, okay?
Yeah, that's cute.
But yes, as for the series, the show, I do not see it as a love triangle, okay? There was no love triangle.
It really wasn't. Because P'o was not going for June in any way, shape, or form. He tried to end it every single time.
Every single time, bro. As soon as June would come to the picture, he was trying to leave, okay? And I feel like for it to be a love triangle, P'o had to have had some feeling for June and Tham. That was never the case. He only wanted Tham. Okay? And June might have had a little feeling for him, but then Tham only wanted P'o. Okay?
Yeah. And then June tried to play it off as though I was just testing him. No, babes.
No, you weren't.
That was more than just a test.
Like,
because if you were really testing him, Thame would have known about every time they met. Yeah. Now, there were some times that P'o and June met that Thame did not know about.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah, so it's like, you had to have been doing a little, or felt a little something. It may have not been big, but a little something for this man, or you like hanging out with him. Something.
Yeah. And yeah, so I personally, I don't feel like we feel like it's a love triangle. I think it was, I think it was necessary because it kind of gave Tham an anchor to be like, oh yeah, I like this man as more than just like a friend. Because you wouldn't be so possessive over just a friend. Like, yeah, sometimes you don't want to see your best friend get a new best friend. But like, he was like,
but this was more than just a new best friend.
Possessive, okay? Every time June was near this man, he was looking so pissed off, okay? Like,
loved possessive thing, okay? Like, especially the scene when he was in his closet. He was like, oh. And he made him throw everything out. Oh!
Some people might say that was dramatic. I think that was valid.
I think it was very valid because did he have him in his ex's shirt?
Yes.
Like, I would have been pressed too. Like, get me out of this shit.
I thought it was yours.
Like, what? No. And he still had the cup too.
Yes.
That he was drinking out of. I was so pressed. I would have been so pressed. Like, Thame, he was even
calm.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like P'o, to him, it really didn't matter because he had no feelings for that man anymore. But for Tham, it's like, why are you keeping all your ex's stuff? Like, it's supposed to be you and I, do or die. But yeah, you have all this stuff of your ex. Like, get rid of it right now. And yeah, I feel like that was a valid crash out. And as the series goes on, I feel like a pivotal moment for me is when Tham comes to P'o's place, his apartment, and he's like, let's watch a movie. And he's like, okay, let's watch a movie. And they are on the couch watching the movie, and this man, Tham, is just staring at P'o. Like, P'o is like sitting straight ahead. Like, imagine you're sitting straight ahead, you're watching the TV, and you just feel somebody staring at you on the side of your face. Like, it's creepy as heck, bro. And you have peripheral vision, so you can tell that they're staring at you. And he turns around, he goes, are you not gonna watch the movie? He said, I am watching the movie.
Your eyes.
I said, oh yeah, that would have got me. That would have got me. Okay.
I'm not gonna hold you.
I feared that would have got me out of my way. But that scene just made me laugh so bad, bro.
That whole time, Poe is just there nervous as heck because he thought that they went to go buy condoms.
Yeah.
When he really just bought some candy.
He literally just bought candy, bro. And he thought he got condoms, so in his head he's thinking, oh, we're gonna have sex. Have been prepared for this mentally, physically, emotionally. He's just freaking out watching this movie, and you just
he's just sitting there like,
"Allah, this is so fun."
Even when Thame went home, he went home that night, and his team member or his band members thinking, "Oh yeah, he had a time. He had a time." They talk about it. Thame comes out. What are you doing here?
They're like, "Why are you here? Why are you home?" He's like, "What do you mean, guys?" We're like, "You should be with P'o." He's like, "Oh, we watched a movie.
Finished, so I came home." Huh?
They were looking at this man as if he was the dumbest being to ever exist, and in that moment he might just have been. And they had to sit him down and explain to him this tradition of Netflix and chill, and he was looking like, "What?"
He's like, "Do you think Poe thought that?"
I feel like that just gives a glimpse into his lack of
Innocence?
experience and innocence.
Yeah,
Lack of experience / innocence, and yeah, it's like, has this man ever had a partner? Period. So I feel like even if you've had only female partners before,
I don't think he'd ever been with.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever been with anybody, and Poe was his first person he's ever really loved, or wanted to be with. And I feel like that just makes everything just a little bit more special for them.
Yeah.
And then kind of going back to the documentary, while all of this is going on, of course, Poe still has his job of creating a documentary of them. But now the band, the group has planned to get the group to stay together. So Poe is also helping them not only film the documentary, but also make sure that their group can stay together and Tham doesn't have to go to Korea. And they're all just working together. They get to know each other better. And this also goes back to what we were talking before, because one of the band members was secretly in a relationship the whole time.
Oh, with that one girl.
Was she? Yeah, was she? She was also in the public eye, but I don't remember what she did. We might have worked for an entertainment company, because I don't think she was an actor or anything.
Yeah, I think she worked in the company, but she wasn't anything like.
Yeah, so she worked in the entertainment company, and they had been seeing each other, and then it becomes this whole thing.
I forgot how they got exposed.
The CEO released photos of them instead of Thame and P'o, and it was just a shit show.
Which is again, the companies, they don't care about their artists. They only care about what's gonna get them money.
Yeah, literally used their relationship like a pawn on a chessboard and exposed them, and it was this whole big thing. They had to release a statement. Fans were some fans liked it, some fans didn't. It was just a whole big blowout, and it was just kind of surreal, because it's this probably happens to people in the industry all the time.
Almost definitely.
Where you just have someone criticizing your relationship to the max, and they don't even know what the tea is for real. And it kind of, I feel like it kind of dawned on Thame and P'o, but especially P'o, that if their relationship ever got released, that they might also have that kind of reaction, or even worse, because they're both men. And it was just just this movement of is it right for us to be together and stuff like that. And they still, I feel even though there was all this chaos, I feel for Tham, it was I want you, and just you, and stuff like that.
Thame, he knew what he wanted, and he was willing to work for it.
Yeah. And P'o, I feel for P'o, it was more he didn't want everything that Tham worked for to just disappear.
Yeah.
Because he's had that done to him. So he went more into a protective role of I want to protect you and what you've worked for. And if that means me walking away, then I'll walk away, even if it hurts us both.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a couple questions over here. So, did the romantic arc of Thame and P'o feel authentic and deeply earned?
Yeah. I feel from the moment P'o stepped his foot into that building, he was literally willing to help Tham in any way possible, in any way he could. And I feel like we said before, their relationship wasn't just like love at first sight or just like this like abrupt feeling. Like I feel like they really worked towards it by like working together to get the team back together, by talking for the documentary about how Tham perceives the industry and stuff like that. And it was, I feel like it made it deeper than just surface level of like, oh, we go on fun dates or we hold hands or we kiss. Because they actually talked about deep, important things to themselves.
Yes, and I feel like seeing them actually like I feel like the show does a really good job of you actually seeing them fall in love.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just so cute. Like my favorite scene is when they were on that little thing, like the I think it was the scene where they kept walking each other back and forth.
Oh yes,
Like that was the cutest thing to be like, oh my gosh.
Like, bro, that was, I was looking like if that was me, I would have jumped up home and went home. Like I'm so sorry. I can't be
No, actually I would have went home like I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed.
Tham to the door, and then Tham would be like, "Oh, I don't want you to walk home by yourself." Oh my! And then you like, what the heck? It's on a cab. Like after the cab, going back and forth, back and forth, back
At
and
this
forth.
point, sleepover.
Like literally sleepover, and
You
then
guys are doing it like
the sun was
cute.
coming up. The sun was coming up, and
Okay.
they're like, "Oh yeah, we should probably like go back home." We should have went home 3-4 hours ago.
Okay. But yes, and also them like the thing of like where they had to send each other pictures.
Oh yeah, that
That's just like you guys.
the scene where I think Tham was like, "I sent you 4 pictures and you only sent." That was so cute. I would just, oh yeah, that would have me. That would have had me
Like
so. That would have had me so bad. Like,
dang,
like not you counting how many pictures I sent. So you're telling me he looked at every single picture? I'm sorry. Hey, you don't need to flare your nose. Me. But like, he looked at every single picture and then he was like,
this is not enough.
only sent me 3. I sent you 4. You hate me. And then you know what Poe did? He went ahead and reassured his man and sent him that 4th picture, and that's on period. And that's on love. Okay, get you a man who will listen and act. Yeah, their relationship was just so cute. I love like lovey-dovey, lighthearted BLs. Like whether it's a manga or a series, it's just something about them that just makes you feel like love is still alive.
Especially after you finish watching a drama that just for you are.
Yeah.
That's why I watched. Actually, no. I don't remember. It's been some time.
I watched it because you were like watching. And I was like, okay.
Oh yeah, you forcing her to watch a good amount of the dramas, or a lot of times I watch them so I can talk about it. Okay.
Yeah.
But yes. Okay. Next question.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the impact of June's arc? A genuine subplot or a distraction?
Hey, so I already said my opinions on June.
And it's wrong.
It was a distraction. It was not no subplot because he didn't even have a love interest. It wasn't even, you can't even say he was like a sub couple or a sideline couple. He had no love interest, okay? He was just there to cause havoc.
Okay, so now that we've gotten the loser out the way.
Okay.
So, your opinions? Anyways, sorry guys.
Like that was a bit dramatic.
Anyways, I feel like it was a good subplot. Like I feel like it was a good addition to the story just for the mere fact of no, Poe did not like this guy. But I feel like it was needed for what's it called? Thame's development and their development in Thame and Poe's love. And also Thame and June's friendship. Made them, should I say, understand them a little more. And I don't know, I just feel like it was needed for both of their relationships, or both of Thame's relationships with June and Poe. So,
okay,
glad you guys got to hear from a real one.
I'm just gonna agree with you. But since you want to be like, I'm gonna be like that. I agree that it added something to like the relationship between Thame and P'o, and like the band in a whole, but he still annoyed my soul, and that's just the tea. Like every time, love the actor now, but every time that character came on screen, I would pause, breathe, and give him the most bombastic side. Cause he was always just doing some mess, bro. The scene where they were in the writing room where they keep all of the artists writing songs, stuff like that. And Thame and P'o were having a moment, and this man walked in. Ooh, the way I paused. He does something crazy right now. I'm gonna punch this man so hard at the screen.
Leave this man alone.
But no, he didn't do anything too bad. I think like Sam had to leave for something, and then June covered for him or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like his role was important, but it was annoying at the same time for me. So maybe it wasn't just a distraction, I guess. Next question. Which supporting character storyline resonated most with you?
Huh. I feel like
I feel like there was like a lot in Thamepo that you could look at and be like, this is important. Like they had like a lot of good storylines.
They did. I feel like it's a mix between Dylan and Nano subplot. Because I don't want to say this, guys, but Pepper, I did not care for that relationship in any way, shape, or form. Sorry, I didn't. I did not. That's fair. I did not. Sorry to say, I did not give a frack. Did not give a flying frack.
Okay, we get it. Continue with your thoughts.
How I always felt about June. Actually, I didn't feel that way about Pepper.
I like Pepper.
I like Pepper. I'm sorry. I like Pepper. I just didn't care for the relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, but like, because this is like Dylan's. How should I say? Dylan's sub story of like his struggles and how he. Because I understand like where Dylan was coming from and why he felt the way he felt, because it's like you had somebody who you could work with and you were really close with, and then all of a sudden they just want to up and leave. Like from his perspective, they're just like leaving all of a sudden. I feel like you would feel
betrayed.
Yeah, you would feel a sense of betrayal. You feel like, oh, he really didn't care for you like that if he's just gonna up and leave like that with, honestly, I don't want to say no explanation, but it's like just how easy it looked from Dylan's point of view for Dame to leave. I understand where he was coming from and why he was mad, and he tried to find that sense of community somewhere else with the little rap group. But you know, I'm glad he came to his senses, and even though they kind of did chew up Dame a little bit in that little rap battle,
girl, he ate him up so bad. Like, okay, I love that rap. Yeah. I was like, damn, you please sing the lead rap forever. Ooh.
So he tried though.
He tried.
He didn't fail.
Yeah, they did pick him up, and Nano did have to come back and save him.
Yeah,
like
yeah. So I honestly, truly understand
Nano, Dylan.
Oh yeah, you're right, Dylan.
Like Nano.
I understand where Dylan was coming from with that, and then also with Nano, I liked his too, because with him it's like they were kind of suppressing what he could do. Like he was the main dancer, but he can also do a little other things too. Like my boy can sing, okay, and like do other things for the group. And it's like I'm glad they noticed how he was feeling, and were supporting him in like their newest song that they brought out. He got more lines and things like that. So
yeah, and I feel like also with Nano, he was, I feel like, had calmest transition from fame to not being famous. Like he was just over here in nature, living life.
Yeah.
Taking his Instagram pictures. Like he seemed like he was doing good, okay, without the group, okay? Like I feel like while Dylan was struggling with like finding community that fit him, and Pepper was over here trying to hide his relationship from the media and stuff like that. Nano was low-key still in the public eye with like his Instagram pictures and stuff, but like he was also just doing his own thing and having fun.
Yeah,
And I
like
like that for him.
he seemed chill with being by himself.
Yes,
Which
yes.
was, I feel like it did help him.
Yeah, I agree.
It did help
So
him.
my favorite subplot storyline, I actually liked Pepper's storyline. Not for the fact of like the relationship between him and the girl. You don't have to side eye me. Like, let me finish like before you look at me as if I'm crazy. Not because of the relationship between him and the girl, but like the impact behind it. He literally was the son sacrificed so that the group could flourish. If they had released the pictures of Thame and P'o, reaction would have been way worse than them just releasing Pepper and the girl that was like in the industry and stuff like that. I feel
like they softened the blow.
Yes, like yes, he was like basically the sacrificial lamb, but it also showed that like he genuinely cared about the group. And there was also this moment where he felt like as Nano did, like he wasn't given, like he wasn't needed in the group because you have the lead singer, the lead rapper, the lead dancer, and then you have the backup vocals with June's character, and he's like, "Where's the space for me?" And it's like you bring an aspect to the group that none of us have, and them basically having to like realize that they all have a special part in the group.
Because wasn't Pepper the main one, like organizing, like
yes, like he was the organizer. Like he was basically the adult of the group. The rest of them were just going around acting a fool, okay? But he was the mature one. He was the one that's like, oh, we need to do this, this, and that. And we need to be here, here, and here. And stuff like that. So he was important to the group. And just like him realizing that and also like having to give up a part of his private life that was important to him. Like he loved that girl, okay? And he still gave that up for the group.
Yes, and also the girl also realizing too, like, because Pepper was willing to leave the group just so he could go be with his I think fiance. But like I think the girl also realized that the group is also a part of Pepper too. So it's like I'm glad that he was able to find a balance of being in the group and also being with his girlfriend.
Yeah, that was like that storyline. I think it was very important to see, like as a viewer.
I guess it was a little something.
Okay, so not too much up. I like the play. On like the basic level, I feel like the show's like visuals were good. I think the dialogue, there was that many cringy dialogues, okay? You know, like BLs, Thai BLs in specific, okay? They be having them cringy 1-2-1-2 dialogues. Okay, did they throw English in this one? I can't remember if there was English. Yeah, it might have been just straight Thai. But I love their little 1-2-1-2 English. Okay, it makes me just
so random.
Yes.
Okay.
But yes, this was just like straight powerful dialogue between characters, and like I really enjoyed that. Like once again, it was like really lighthearted, fun, but it also had like an important meaning behind it. And I also enjoyed that like although their romance was important, there were other like external factors that they also highlighted. Yeah.
Yes, but do you have anything else to add?
I guess like just like closing remarks to the audience or whatever. Like what was your favorite character? Why were they your favorite character? And what about them makes them important to the storyline?
Okay. And also, do you guys agree with the main message of what they're trying to like tell us with how fans are in these idols' lives and how they should,
or more like they want to be.
Yes.
Like they genuinely want to be a part of these people's lives, like as if they know them. Like just a little blabble. Just because a person is in the public eye, does that mean you have the right to every single aspect of their life? These people are human beings. They have, as a human being, they have the right to deny you access to parts of them that they don't want you to have.
Okay.
And just because you think, oh, I'm a fan, so I need to know, you don't need to know anything they don't want to tell you.
They will show you what they want to show you.
Yes. But it's just like, I feel like a little diss on the K-pop community. Okay, I was a part of the K-pop community, but there were too many people doing a little too much. It became cult-like. This is not a cult. You can enjoy something, see that it's good, love it, and not like want to be consumed by it. That's weird. And I stand by that. Like that's literally strange. Like it became like some like not everybody, like I'm not saying that like everybody in the K-pop community is cult-like. There are some people who take it to the extreme. These people
like what's that one dude? The one dude that tries to look like Jimin.
Yes, like
people like that. Like that's weird.
It's very weird. Yes, you can enjoy their craft, but these are still human beings, just like you, just like me. They have blood in their veins. They are not gods. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TikTok.
Words from Joy.
Yeah, like thank you for coming to my TikTok because people be doing a little too much for me.
And they do. Like, come on, guys. Wouldn't you think it's weird if you have a random person that you've never met in your entire life trying to be you, literally look exactly like you, go out and get surgeries to look like you? That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can love me all you want, but you don't need to do all that because at the end of the day, you're still your own person.
Yeah.
You don't need to be like me.
Yeah, like just,
everybody has their flaws, and everybody is still human at the end of the day.
Yes. Just enjoy the craft. Just enjoy the art.
All that.
Yeah, like. But yes, do we know what we're doing next episode? Well, tune in for next episode, whatever we do.
Yeah, when we figure it out.
Yes. And thanks for hanging out with us on jmhtv. If there's any BLs you want us to talk about or something you think we have to see, tag us, let us know on our Instagram or TikTok. Follow us, please. Don't forget to follow, leave a rating, find us on Instagram and TikTok. We're always down to hear you. Until next time, stay tuned. Keep the love of BL burning bright. Bye!